Hello families, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Stay with me as I take you through the process of drafting this Queen Anne neckline gathered gown. So first off, we'll be taking all our vertical measurements. So I took my armhole measurement, my under bust measurement, my half length, and then my full length. And then I'll repeat the same measurements at the other side because I would be drawing my lines across and I want the lines to be straight. So guys, afterwards I just go in with my ruler and I draw the lines across as you can see me do. Then after that guys, I went in with my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5, and I'll just mark it just as you can see. I measure the same 7.5 on my armhole because I'll be drawing a straight line, and that is the line. As you can see, I came down by half of an inch for my shoulder slope. You can come down by 1 inch if you want, but I want to come down by half of an inch. So from my shoulder, I divided what I have for my shoulder into two, and then I'll just connect from my shoulder slope, from my shoulder tip down to the neck point. Yes, after that, from my shoulder slope down to my armhole line, I measured what I have there into two, and then I marked it, and then I came in by half of an inch. Then I used my curve ruler to draw out my armhole curve just as so. If you don't have a curve ruler, you can use your free hand guys. So after that, I took my chest measurement. Yes, my chest measurement is 7 inches, and then I'll draw a straight line across as so. Then after that guys, from my chest line to my under bust, I divided what I have there into two, and then I'll mark it out as so, and then I would use my ruler to draw a straight line just like that. So if you follow what I'm doing step by step, you will understand me. So this is me labeling the lines so that you can understand me better. So at this point, if you are still watching my video, please like, share and comment, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So guys, for my chest line, I've already divided it. So I'll be taking my nipple to nipple measurement. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches plus half inch of allowance. I marked it on that line as you can see. Then on my chest line, I marked my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. And on my under bust, I marked my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. And I will mark that 4 inches all the way down as you can see me do. I mark the 4 inches all the way to the full length of my front pattern, and I would connect as so. So I use my pen to connect first so that I'll get a a perfect curve, let's put it that way. Then for my under bust, I use my ruler to draw a straight line to my front, to the full length of my front piece, and I'm using my marker to outline the lines I drew out with my pen. So with that being said, we want to measure out the other part, the other side of our front piece. So from that point, I would take 1.5 inch. I hope you guys understand what I did. From my chest point, I took 1.5 inch, and then from my under bust, I measured 1.5 inch. I also measured that 1.5 inch all the way down to my full length, because this is a bustier. We are trying to get the other part of our bustier for our front piece, and I'm going to connect with a curve like so. I'll connect all the other points with a straight line, just as you can see me do. After that, guys, I'll be taking my body measurement. My bust divided by 4. I'll mark it, take what I have in between my darts, I'll replace it, and then I'll add my 1.5 inch sewing of allowance. I'll also do the same thing on my half length. I'll take my waist measurement divided by 4, take what I have between my darts, I'll replace it, and then I'll add my 1.5 inch sewing of allowance. And then whatever I have on my half length, I'll mark it on my waist. This is me just drawing out the lines, extending the lines. And from my waist measurement, I'm going to connect to the full length of my top piece with a straight line. As you can see me do, I'm going to connect with a straight line. Afterwards, I'll use my ruler to connect all my body measurements together, just as you can see me do. So guys, this is very simple. It's very simple. I hope you guys are following up and you understand what I'm doing till this process. So guys, this is me just cutting out the parts I would not be needing for now. The next thing we'll be doing is to connect from our shoulder down to where our joining on our bust is going to start from. You can use a straight line if you want, but me, I want mine to be curved, so I use the curved part of my ruler, as you can see, guys. So we are going to be cutting our Queen Anne. This is one part of our Queen Anne. We are going to be cutting the chest part. So I used my curved ruler, and then I measured 8 inches, because that's how deep I want my neckline to be. So I used my curved ruler to just draw out the curve, just as you can see me do. And guys, that is all for the front piece, and this is me cutting it out as so, guys. So at this point, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, drop a comment, like and share my video. So now moving on to the back panel. This is me just drawing out my zip allowance. So we'll take the same measurements. We'll take our measurements. The full length of my back is 18 inches. So this is me drawing out the full length of the back, where my back piece is going to stop, because the down is gathers. So I take my armhole measurement, which is 8, and then I took my half length, which is 16, and I'm going to draw out the lines, just as you can see me do. I take my shoulder measurement from where my zip line is starting, and then I come down by half of an inch. I also take my shoulder measurement on my armhole line, and then I draw a straight line, just as you can see me do. Then from that half of an inch that I came down, I measured what I have in between. I marked it, and then I came in by half of an inch, and I used my curve ruler to just connect, as you can see me do. I went in with my neck measurement, which is 3 inches, and I marked it, just as you can see me do. Then I used my ruler to connect the points to get my shoulder slope, just as so. Afterwards, I went in with my body measurement. My bust divided by 4, I marked it, and then my half length, which is my waist divided by 4, I marked it, and I did the same thing on the full length, and then I added my 1.5 inch sewing allowance on all the sides, and I used my ruler to connect just as so. At this point, guys, I remembered, like, I then decided that I want to add a back dart. So for my back neck, I just used my curve ruler, and then I measured how deep I want my back neck to be, of which I measured 11. Then I used my curve ruler to just connect. I use my curve ruler to connect as so. So that is how wide I want my back neck to be. So after that, guys, I decided that I wanted to add a dart to the back of my dress. So I took my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches, and then I marked again. I marked the same 4 inches on my half length and then on my full length, and then I used my ruler to draw a straight line, as you can see. Then I went to my under bust measurement again, which is 13. I just marked it there, and then I drew a straight line, just as you can see me do. Then from that my under bust, I took half of an inch from both sides. I took half of an inch from both sides, and then I used my ruler to connect the points, just as you can see. So after that, guys, I had to replace my dart intake. My pattern paper was quite small, but it was enough for me to replace my dart intake. So from that point, I just replaced what I have between my darts, and then I replaced it there. And just as you can see me do, I'm replacing it, and then I connect the points back again. So this is going to be our new pattern. That is where we'll be cutting from. So I just connect, as you can see, and then this is me cutting it out. And guys, that is basically all for this tutorial. So I connected my darts to my shoulder. I divided what I have in my shoulder into two, and then I used my ruler to connect all the way to my shoulder. So guys, for the down piece, cut out your fabric how long you want your dress to be. Gather it around your up part of the dress, and then after joining the up part, you gather it around the up part of your dress, and then cut out any excess after you are done. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.